Wonders and marvels of Estonia. Real and extraordinary. 1. Medieval Tallinn, where time stands still. Tallinn, the capital of Estonia, is one of the best preserved medieval cities in all of Europe. Its historic old town, known as Vanalin, was inscribed on the UNESCO World Heritage List in 1997. The city's stone walls, dating back to the 13th century, still stand tall to this day. The tower, known as Kieken de Kook, a name in Low German meaning peek into the kitchen, was so tall that guards could literally look down into the windows of nearby homes. The Church of Oleviste, which was once the tallest building in the world, standing 159 meters high in the 16th century, still dominates the city skyline. 2. The Kali meteorite crater, a cosmic scar. On the island of Saaremaa lies a crater formed roughly 3,500 to 4,000 years ago, when a meteorite struck the Earth. The crater, measuring 110 meters in diameter and 22 meters deep, has since transformed into a beautiful small lake. The force of the impact is estimated to have been equivalent to that of the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. Ancient peoples of the region considered this place sacred. Around the main crater, 8 smaller craters created by fragments of the same meteorite can be found. Kali is one of the rarest places in Europe where you can witness a real meteorite impact site with the naked eye. 3. Lahama National Park, the mysterious forests of the north. Lahama is Estonia's first national park, established in 1971, and one of the most beautiful natural areas in all of Northern Europe. The park covers 725 square kilometers of the Baltic Sea coastline and encompasses deep forests, boggy wetlands, and enormous glacial boulders. These giant rocks were carried here from Scandinavia during the last Great Ice Age, some weighing several hundred tons. The forests of Lahama are home to brown bears, wolves, elk, and lynx, all of which still roam freely in the wild. 4. The floating bogs, land that trembles beneath your feet. More than 1/5 of Estonia's surface is covered by wetlands and bogs. The ground in these areas is not solid. You walk on layers of moss that have accumulated over thousands of years, and you can actually feel the earth rippling beneath your feet like a wave. Suma National Park is one of the best places to experience this remarkable phenomenon. In winter, you can ski across frozen bogs, and in summer, visitors wade through them wearing special bog shoes. The deep layers of these bogs act as a natural archive, preserving pollen from plants that bloomed thousands of years ago. 5. Kihu Island. No cars, no rush. Kihu is a small island in the Baltic Sea where between 300 and 400 people live, and not a single car exists. Roads are built for bicycles and walking only. People arrive by boat, children cycle to school, and life moves at its own gentle pace. The entire island stretches just 16 kilometers in length. Its inhabitants were under Swedish rule until the 17th century and still speak a unique dialect to this day. The quiet shores and pine forests of Kihu make it an unforgettable experience, unlike anywhere else. 6. Jagala Waterfall, the widest waterfall in the Baltics. At 50 meters wide, Jagala Waterfall is the broadest waterfall in the entire Baltic region, located just a short distance from Tallinn. Its height is modest at around 7.5 meters, but the sheer volume of water in springtime is a breathtaking sight. During dry summers, the waterfall sometimes dries up completely, allowing you to walk across its bare rocky bed. In winter, it freezes into a massive wall of ice that mountaineers scale with ice axes. 7. The Northern Lights, the sky's dance. Estonia sits far enough north that the aurora borealis can be seen dancing across its skies. The best time to witness it is between September and March, on clear nights far from the glow of city lights. The islands of Hiiumaa and Saaremaa, along with Estonia's national parks, offer the finest viewing spots. In recent years, heightened solar activity has produced particularly powerful displays of the northern lights over Estonia. Imagine sitting beside a frozen lake deep in the forest, watching curtains of green and violet sweep silently across the sky above you. Herman Castle in Narva, the border between two worlds. At Estonia's easternmost point, two enormous castles stand facing each other across the Narva River. Herman Castle, belonging to Estonia, built by the Livonian Knights in the 14th century, and Ivangorod Fortress, belonging to Russia, on the opposite bank. The distance between them is just 150 meters. The Narva River marks not only the border between Estonia and Russia, but also the eastern frontier of both the European Union and NATO. At night, both castles are lit up, and their reflections shimmering in the water create a hauntingly beautiful scene. The world's most digital country, a modern wonder. Perhaps Estonia's greatest wonder lies not in nature, but in human ingenuity. Estonia was the first country in the world to introduce online voting in official national elections back in 2005. Registering a company takes just 18 minutes. Estonia is the birthplace of Skype, the concept of e-residency, a digital residency status for people who don't live in Estonia, is an Estonian invention, and more than 100,000 people from around the world have taken it up. This small nation of 1.3 million people, which was under Soviet rule until the 1990s, transformed itself into the world's most advanced digital society in just 30 years. The Angla windmills, Saarema's living heritage. In the Angla area of Saaremaa Island, 4 old wooden windmills still stand, dating back to the 18th and 19th centuries. These mills once ground the flour that fed the people of the island, and today they have become enduring symbols of Saarema's cultural identity. From the hilltop where the windmills stand, you can gaze out over the Baltic Sea. On windy days, their wooden sails still turn. A small museum beside them tells the story of island life through the ages. The Lakes of Otepää, a 4-season paradise. Otepää is a small town in southern Estonia that has earned the title of winter capital of the country. With more than 15 lakes within a short distance of each other, it draws kayakers and swimmers in summer and transforms into a skiing paradise in winter. 16 of Estonia's Olympic athletes have come from this one small town. On winter nights, with white snow blanketing the ground, frozen lakes gleaming, and the warm glow of wooden cabins shining through the darkness, the landscape looks like something lifted straight from a Scandinavian fairy tale. The Panga Cliffs, red sandstone walls of the south. In southern Estonia, along the Pärnu River, towering red sandstone walls rise up to 24 meters high, carved over thousands of years by the flow of the river. The deep reds and burnt oranges of the stone, set against the surrounding green forest, create a breathtaking natural scene. At the base of these cliffs, small caves and crystal-clear springs can be found, and the landscape takes on an entirely different character with each passing season. Estonia is a small country with extraordinary depth, whether in the heart of its silent forests or along the cobblestone lanes of Tallinn. If you're looking for a destination that surprises you at every turn, Estonia is waiting.